Welcome back to our lesson on Adobe XD and UI UX. Well, in this lesson, we are going to learn about how we can work with text and fonts by using Adobe XD in UI UX. So that is quite simple, okay? So it's just as simple as the ones or the steps we use to add in text in other Adobe softwares, and also a bit of, Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and all of those. You just have to create in the text box, something like that, and add in your text over there. But it is a bit different on Adobe XD when you are working with UI and UX. So without any further ado, let's just jump into the lesson where we are going to start off our lesson. So open up Adobe XD, make sure to open up or use the newest version of Adobe XD. And the next thing what I'm going to do is click on new file. And we already know, if you've seen my previous lesson, how we will be able to use artboards, or how we'll be able to replicate, use them, copy them, or make them. Okay, so I'm gonna do is keep it over here, and I'm gonna do is zoom out, and we already have it over here. So first thing I'm gonna do is fix out the orientation to be portrait, because I want it to be portrait. I'm gonna do is keep it like this. I'm gonna press on Control C, Control V, so that I have 2, 3 of this. Okay, now as I have 4 of them, or 4 of the artboards over here. Now the first thing what you have to learn is about how we will be able to add in our text. To add in our text, the first thing what we have to do is clicking on this tool, or you can also type in T on your keyboard and the text box will appear up, or that tool will be selected. You can see now it is blue in color. Press on T again, and you can still see that this is T, like blue in color. That means your cursor is also like now knows that it is going to make a text box right now. So if you want to like add in a text box, the first thing what you have to do is, place your mouse wherever you want, and then hold onto your left mouse key, and then make a text box like this, just like you make a text box. Now the first thing what you have to do is hit on enter, and then what you're going to do is type in your content. Let's say I'm going to do is this. You can see this is like very small. I'm going to do zoom in. This is an example of text and font. Even though this is like very small and in size, I'm gonna do is zoom in. Press on Control Z. I'm gonna move it a bit and keep it over here. Do zoom in. This is an example of text and font. So first thing I'm going to do is select on this and keep it over here. You'll be able to drag and place it wherever you want. Then another thing what you can do is click on it, and then you'll be able to fix out the size too, just by clicking on it. I'm going to do is click on this move tool. You can see I'll be able to, keep it wherever I want. Just click on this box. Okay. Now I'm going to keep it over here. I'm going to do is keep this text over here and double click on it. And then I'm going to do is hit on enter. This is an example of text and font. Let's say this is using the text tool in Adobe XD. Now there are a couple of things you have to keep in mind. Now as we have it, I'm going to do is decrease the size a bit. And if you want to like use or type in the number of the text size, you can also do it from over here. You have this option over here. Just click on it. First off, select the text. I'm going to do is, let's say, type in 50. Hit on enter. Then we have 50 size. Let's say I'm going to do is increase it a bit more. Let's type in 60. Hit on enter. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it to be 63. Okay. We have our 63 size. Okay. Then you will be able to fix the alignment. You'll be able to fix wherever you want it, position it. You can also rotate it. That's like totally up to you. You can like almost do all of the things what you can do in PowerPoint and also Adobe Illustrator, like Photoshop and all of those, all with the text. Okay, so I'm gonna do and show you all of it. First off, let's fix out our, let's say, our text or our font. From here, I'm gonna do is select on, let's say, Pristina. You can see our text has been, changed our font, but I'm going to press on Control Z, which is undo. Now you will be able to select how it is. Let's say I'm going to fix on bold, and you can see our text has turned into bold. I'm going to double click on it again, and then you will be able to change the style however you want. You can see this is light italic. What I'm going to do is zoom out a bit more and zoom in. Now I'm going to double tap on it, Control U. Now you can see that I have my underline. Press on Control U again, then I don't have my underline anymore. Press on Control I, and then we don't have our italic. Control B. So this is basically how it works on Microsoft Word and also Microsoft PowerPoint, and all the basic shortcut keys and shortcut, let's say, shortcut commands. Okay, you will be able to do that from there. And if you want to like change the font, just click on this text, and then you can type in, and you can also select whichever one you want. Let's say I'm going to type in this or use that. You can also type in, let's say I'm going to type in papyrus. Hit on enter, and I am using papyrus font over here now. So now you know how you will be able to, change fonts. Then you can also fix the position when scrolling. We have our fixed position. You can see from over here. So this is basically how it actually works. Okay. You can see. Okay. Now I'm going to do is, if you want to like fix out your x-axis and also y-axis, which we also do, like dragging it like this, but you can also type in that number. Let's say I'm going to type in 5, hit on enter, and it's moving a bit. Let's say I'm going to type in 90. I can see it has moved a bit. So I'm going to do is keep it over here, and how it actually is, you will be able to rotate it too. You will be able to rotate it in two ways. One is going to be like this. See? And you can also see that the degree or the number is changing. Let's say I'm going to type in 45. Hit on enter. That is changing. Now from here, I'm going to do is press on Control Z. Now from here, I'm going to type in 0, hit on enter, and then I have it to be completely straight. You can also like fix out your width and height however you want. You can also fix out the position like this, top, middle, and also the bottom. You can also keep it to be left, center, and also right. As it cannot be seen, so I'm going to do is decrease the size. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it 20, hit on enter. And I'm going to do is select on this tool. I'm going to do is keep it like this, center, right, and left. Okay, this is basically how you'll be able to do it. I'll keep it to be in the center. Now, if you want to like fix out your words or let's say character spacing, you can also do it from over here. Let's say I'm going to type in 15, hit on enter. Then we have some text spacing. But if I don't want it, just press on Control Z. Then you can also have line spacing. Let's say I'm going to type in 100, hit on enter. You can also do that. That's like totally up to you, how you're going to work with it. What you have to do is select on it, press on 100, hit on enter. Let's say I'm going to type in 90, hit on enter, and you can see that this is decreasing. But let's say I'm going to type in 200. You can see we have a lot of spacing in between them. If you want like, let's say some indent or like spacing, paragraph spacing, you can also do that. But as I don't have any paragraphs over here, so I'm going to do is select on it. And then from here, I'm going to type in, let's say 5, hit on enter. Then we have a bit more spacing in between them. I'm going to select them. Let's say I'm going to type in 90, hit on enter. Then we have more spacing in between them. Okay. So this is the basics of how you'll be able to work with text and fonts. We have center align to, right align, left align, and all of those. We have like auto line and width, placing. Then we also have this fixed size. Now this is a fixed size. You can also increase the size of this box, but it will not increase. But if you select on it again and click on this and increase the size, you will see the text will also increase. So this is basically how it works. Then we have is uppercase, lowercase, default. We also have, let's say, a superscript, subscript, and also underline, and also strike through. So we have all of these options over here. Let's say I'm going to do is click on this text option, and I'm going to do is click on this D, press on Z. I'm going to select on this D. I'm going to do is make it like this, uppercase, or like superscript and subscript. Okay, and I'm going to do is keep it like this. Now as we're done, you can also insert your URL over here so that your content is applied on this specific artboard. You can also fix the opacity like this. You can also fix the blend mode, whichever one you want, and that will be applied to your text or your content. You can also apply the fill. Let's say you can change the color, and that color will be applied. You can see the color is changing. But first, what you have to do is select the text. I'm going to do select the text and then select the color so that the color is changing, and then select it normal, and then you will see that the color is applied. Then you can also apply borders if you want to. You can select whichever color of border you want. Let's say I'm going to do is click on this. Now I'm going to do is select on this tool of increasing the border. You can see the size. Let's say I'm going to type in 5, hit on enter. You can see the border has increased. You can also fix the dash. Let's say I'm going to type in 2. And you can also fix the gaps. I'm going to just type in 5, hit on enter. And this is basically how it will look like. Okay. You can fix out the corners to like keep it, you know, let's say pointy, round, and also a bit cut. You will be able to apply all of those together. Okay. Then we have is the inner shadow and drop shadow, and we have also background blur. First is the inner shadow. If you want to apply inner shadow, even though it's not that visible, let's try out for drop shadow. From here, let me type in a drop shadow. Let's say I'm going to type in 10, hit on enter. And from here, I'm going to type in 10 too. And I'm going to do is type in 19. And you can see that underneath we have a bit of, you know, shadow. Let's say I'm going to type in 60, hit on enter. I'm going to do is type in 20. From here, I'm going to type in 2. And you can see this is a lot more visible. Okay. And then you'll be able to fix out however you want to. That's like totally up to you how you're going to work with it. And on the x-axis, I'm going to do is keep it 40, hit on enter. Or let's say minus value, you can also put that. And if you want background blur, you can also apply background blur. You can also fix the amount of it. You can also fix the brightness, fix the opacity, all of those all together. And if you want to mark for export, just click on it and you are good to go with knowing everything about how you'll be able to work with text in Adobe XD. And if you want to copy it to another site too, or another web, like let's say a page, what you can do is just press on Alt and copy it and paste it on another artboard. You can also directly take it to another artboard, which is the drop and drag menu, or the drop and drag command. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you understood everything about this lesson. Now let's move on to our next lesson.